Eric and I first met at the ballet studio where his daughter Callie and my daughter Shiloh were dancing together. And the funny thing was we were the only two guys that were actually waiting for our daughters. Everyone else was a mom connected with one of them, and we kind of had kindred spirits to be like, how can we help each other out as guys?
I guess I heard Chris's voice once on the radio and thought, man, this sounds like this guy I know from ballet. And so I asked him one evening if that was him, and he said yes, he was the pastor at the Jar.
I kind of said, you know what, I'm gonna start praying for this guy. He seems really cool. And so I started praying for him, and then it took me a little while, but I had enough guts finally to ask him if he would consider coming to connect at the Jar.
We eventually did, and just kind of fell in love with the place and have been here ever since. Christy and I met actually through mutual friends in our early college years, and have just kind of kept the friendship going as the years have gone by.
I had kind of heard them talk about this new place that they were going, and that actually led to a lot of really interesting conversations over dinner. And this just seemed like the kind of church where Holly also, but especially Eric, just connected. He felt like he was really welcomed.
I don't know that we ever had, really hard ask to try to get Christy to come join us one Sunday. We always talked about what a great experience we had at church, how much we liked the music and Chris's teachings and just the people in general. And I think, when people hear about you having a great experience someplace, maybe they're not, or maybe they're ready to try something new, it works, and maybe you don't always know how well it works.
And I came to like an Easter celebration. It was one of the special celebrations. It was either Easter or Christmas. And then with COVID, I'm not sure exactly how I heard about it, but you guys do a good job of getting the word out. Somehow I knew you were doing online church sessions, and so I was thinking to myself, give that a try. I mean, what can it hurt to put it on the TV and kind of listen to it as I'm going about my Sunday morning? And it's just so many of the messages were exactly what I needed to hear when I needed to hear them.
It's really cool to hear that Christy's started to come to the Jar, that she's enjoyed a lot of the same things that we enjoyed about going to the Jar. And really kind of opened my mind and my heart to the fact that maybe you don't always have to approach and really, arm twist people into being a part of this experience. You can just talk about the things that you've enjoyed and how it's impacted and changed your life. And sometimes it's appropriate to really kind of push somebody into a situation. I think sometimes it's just enough to let them know that there's a good place that they could be if they ever chose to be there.
It never ceases to amaze me how God uses one person and then another and then another, and He links them together in such a beautiful way to where they're able to draw closer and closer to Him, regardless of kind of where they're at on the spiritual spectrum. And that's been such a joy to watch that, from myself to Eric to Christy, and now Christy to whoever God may open up a door for her to be a link in the chain as well.